Welcome to Impact. Headlines. India set to beat IMF growth expectations in 2024. US inflation rate rises for third consecutive month. UK economy grows for the second consecutive month. According to Tata Consumer, India's GDP at the end of the fiscal year 2024 is set to reach $3.6 trillion. This would translate to a growth of 7.6%, beating IMF expectation of 6.5%. Tata Consumer added that this will be made possible as India currently enjoys solid macroeconomic conditions, healthy corporate earnings and moderate inflation. The forecasts come during a time when India gears for its national elections, which will set the direction for the next 5 years. Impact on Sri Lanka. India accounts for about 65 to 70% of Colombo port's transshipment volumes. India also is now Sri Lanka's largest tourist source market, attracting over 96,279 tourists in the first 3 months of 2024. Economic growth in the subcontinent nation significantly helps multiple industries in Sri Lanka. Consumer inflation in the United States rose for the third consecutive month in March to 3.5% from 3.2% a month earlier. This continues to remain higher than the 2% target set by the US Federal Reserve. The rise mainly comes from increased gasoline and rental housing costs. According to Philip Neuhardt, Director of Economic Research at First Citizens, the current data reduces the chances of an overnight rate cut by the Fed in the coming months. Impact on Sri Lanka. A delay in the reduction of policy rates dampens consumer demand. The United States is Sri Lanka's largest export market. In the first 2 months of 2024, exports to the United States fell to $485 million, down 3% from a year earlier. Sri Lanka would benefit from stronger demand from the US citizens as the island nation intends to reduce its expanding trade deficit. The UK economy grew for the second consecutive month in February, growing 0.1% following a 0.3% rise a month earlier. The pickup comes from a growth in services and manufacturing. According to Suren Thiru, Economic Director at ICAEW, although recession concerns are easing, the long-term outlook seems challenging with high interest rates and supply-side constraints. The IMF expects the UK economy to grow 0.6% in 2024. Impact on Sri Lanka. The UK is Sri Lanka's second largest export and third largest tourism source market. Economic growth in the UK is vital to increase goods demanded from Sri Lanka. Further, rising of UK citizens' discretionary spending is crucial to encourage their foreign travels. Year-to-date 2024, tourist arrivals from the UK stand at 64,697.